Coach, an opening statement from this past week of games over Weber State and Idaho State?
Sure. It's good to see everybody here today. We are in week 7 of Big Sky play, and I'm just as excited as week 1 and even before that. A little recap from last week. We played Weber State here, so we had 2 home games, Weber State, Idaho State. Played Weber on Thursday. I thought, that was a really, really good defensive effort by us. We held them in the 40s, and I thought that third quarter was one of our best defensive efforts that we've had all season long. Along with that, Anaya reached her 1,000th career point, so that was exciting to see her accomplish that. As she knows, she's a post player, so she had a lot of hands in helping her get to that point of players passing her the ball, but really just showing her overall body of work of what she's done here the last 4 years. So credit to her, and then I think she got 600 rebounds that next day. But ultimately, Weber State, great team win. Then we play Idaho State, and it was really a battle for third place in the league. And in nutshell, the whole entire game came down to, it felt like one possession at the very end. Who was going to get the stop? Who was going to get the score? They went up by 2, and they ended up winning the game. A lot of teaching moments, I think, and we've already met and cleaned up that game a little bit of just things that we could have done a little bit better. First was taking care of the ball. Second was offensive rebounds. So the cool thing with this time of the year is just you're never done growing. You're never done getting better, and there's always opportunities for a team like the team that we played, Idaho State, to expose some of that. So that will be our focus in today as we have a big prep day for this upcoming week. But proud of our group right now. I think we're battling hard. I think we're taking the steps we need. And then, the goal is to figure out how to get the next win and keep a tunnel vision right now and get better collectively as a team.
Coach, the team continues to show great depth. Bears are top 5 in the nation for bench points per game. What's been the consistency piece to that for the production from your bench this season?
Yeah, I just think we have some capable scorers off the bench. Could those scorers be starters? Yes. It fits the rotation. It fits what our needs are right now as a team. But we have players that, they're stepping into every single game. And the positive with coming off the bench, you kind of get a sneak peek into what they're doing, how they're guarding, their coverages, things like that. And so we have, whether it's young or somebody like Anaya Hall, who's a veteran in this league, coming off the bench. And I think that's so impactful to us that once we're bringing these players in, it's automatic offense for us. And then obviously there's a defensive side too. So yeah, I think there's no secret. It's just our rotations that is kind of putting us in that situation to be, top in the country, if that's a stat that you celebrate. I don't know.
You mentioned week 7 of Big Sky play. How have you seen this team grow since the start of Big Sky play? What have been some big areas of improvement or things you want to see continue to grow throughout the rest of the season?
I think first just confidence that we can compete in the Big Sky, that we can compete with the best and the top in our league. We've talked about it a lot as a team, and there's still, we still feel like there's areas we can elevate to do that. We don't want to wait till conference play. We really want to send the message here the last 5 or 6 games, that we have left of the season. But it's a team that has really just bought into everything that we do. And they're a great team to coach. I love walking into the gym every single day. So I think those are the dynamics that have actually nothing to do with basketball, of just who they are as young ladies, how hard they work, and just, their persistence on continuing to come together and get better every day.
Preview the upcoming week?
We play Sac State on Thursday, Portland State, both on the road. So we'll travel to California first. 2 very good teams. Sac is coming off of 2 losses, but Sac just lost to Portland State. So, it's the same team. They just had their bye week. Sac is a very good team. And we talked about this the first time around. They have 2 guards that are really good. As a matter of fact, Benta was preseason player of the year. And then Natalie Picton is awesome. They have some size in the paint. They have a couple players that can shoot the ball from the 3 really well. So just very well balanced team. And they can go in the open court and play. They're going to pressure us. For us, you said, well, what's our focus? And we just have to do everything we can to take care of the basketball. We talked about that a lot the first time around. And they do a great job of just picking us up, pressing us, pressuring us, and that's part of taking care of the ball. But we're on the road, and I think we're just going to have to continue to focus on Some of the things that we needed to clean up from the first time around, which I'm going to go back to the offensive piece, is I thought we had some good looks, but I didn't think we put the ball in the hole. And so really making sure that as we're functioning through the offensive side there, we don't want any wasted possessions, and I felt like we had some of that. I also felt like we made some pretty tough shots too. So now you're trying to find the balance of game number 2 and what does that look like, because you know that they're going to have some adjustments just as we are. And then Portland State, I think, is playing their best basketball right now. So as I just mentioned, just beat Sac State, really coming together as a team. And again, you're on the road, so you're in somebody else's house. 5 of our next 6 games are on the road. So we have 1 home game left. So we're going to have to really stay focused through going on the road and winning in other people's gym, which ultimately that's where we're going to end it anyway, is in Boise, or end the conference battles in Boise. So we want to get real comfortable winning on the road and winning in other places that aren't Bank of Colorado.